Hi, I'm Stu from Bingomania.com, and I'm sitting here with Decath30, our largest jackpot winner ever. So, Decath, what was it that originally attracted you to Bingomania.com?
I did a Google search, and it brought up so many different sites, and when I went on to Bingomania and I started reading your little blogs, I found them very interesting, and I liked how honest everything sounded. And I'd gone on other bingo sites, and they didn't pay out when I'd won. And the first time I won on your site, I want to say it was $500, and the next day I had the money.
That's good to know.
It was like, boom. And then I continued to play, and I would lose some, but then I would win some, and it just is a great community. Something like winning this, I never expected. Even though I played it and I hoped it.
Right.
I never thought it would actually be me, but
Sure.
If it can happen to me, it can happen. I hate sounding like that commercial, but
Yeah.
if it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody.
I hope it doesn't happen too often, because I'll probably be out of business, but certainly it's been pretty exciting for all of us because we've been watching this jackpot grow. I've been kind of anxious about it, to be honest, and I know a lot of you out there have been after it, but I'm happy that it went to someone who's been with us for a while, and hopefully some of the people at home know who you are, at least
by my name.
Online.
Yeah. I love the fact that which I'm sure everyone else does too, loves the fact that when it gets down to being the pink screen on your card, and then all of a sudden it's the yellow screen, I can't even think right now. Pink, then green, pink, then green, then yellow, and you're just waiting for that red screen, and it's like as soon as that screen turns red, you're like that's what I'm talking about. So that
pretty good feeling.
Yeah, because when the color variations change, and of course I've tried my different daubers, which I'm sure everybody else has, and as you told me, because I asked you, no certain color is luckier than the other, but I've been through blue and green and purple and yellow, and
And you keep coming back to one particular one?
I keep going back to blue, it seems.
Okay.
Yeah, I like blue.
And was that the one that you were using for this win?
Actually, no, this one, I was playing a few games on the bingo site, and I was also, something else I like about this site is I can play the $1, the 50-cent, the quarter, the nickel, all of them at the same time and watch my games. But then I also pulled up the Bring Home the Bacon, and I was doing the slots, and I kept hitting the button, and I'm watching the other games, and then I looked over and my screen wasn't moving anymore, and I looked in it. All of a sudden I realized there's a big thing that says you just won the jackpot. That's when I was like, oh my God.
That is.
So yeah, I was watching both games, and I was looking at another game, and I was close to winning, and I was like, come on. I looked and oh my God. But I was in shock, and I stared at the screen, and I couldn't believe it, and then I just started shaking. My hands started shaking. And then, not that I'm condoning this to anybody at all, but I went and lit a cigarette. And I sat there and I stared at the computer and stared at the amount on my little account, and I sat there and smoked my cigarette. And just took a deep breath and
did you click withdraw immediately?
No, I played it for a little bit, and then I had some money in there already. I wasn't starting out with absolutely nothing.
But there's got to be.
When I looked at it, and it was 100, and I looked at the amount. I think I had like 137 in there. I took withdraw 136. I was like, if anything, you know what? I'll spend the rest, and I know I'll deposit more later. Just because I love the site.
That was enough for one day,
like,
I'm sure.
It's like, oh my God, I've got to get this out and make sure it's real.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got it out, and it is real.
Yeah,
So,
that's awesome. That's awesome.
that is awesome. Yes. I said, well, and I said, I know I've been going on this site, and I've been playing, and I play a little bit here and there, and I have fun, but I said, are you ready for this? And he's like, what? He's thinking I'm going to give him the worst news in the world. I said, just calm down. I said, because we're married, I said,
sure.
We just won $135,626.12. And of course, he used the F word, what the, you're kidding, and I'm like, no. And he's like, is this legitimate? And I said, yes.
That's great. That good news. Good news to share.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Some of the people that play on the site, their other half doesn't necessarily know, and sometimes I think people are maybe a little bit reluctant to say, "Hey, I've been playing online," because you know, it's not a given that people have a good idea of online gambling, but I think that there are quite a few very good online sites out there, and certainly I know quite a few of my colleagues that run other sites, and they're good guys, run good companies. So I hope anyway that this kind of helps people to realize that when you win at Bingomania, you win, and the people there are not figments of your imagination. No. And if they were, it would hurt my pocket a lot less. But unfortunately, as it is, yeah, it's the real thing. Do you have any particular plans for your big win, or are you kind of taking it easy and not totally reinventing your life from here on?
No, you know what? I am very frugal, actually. It doesn't seem like it, and most people that play bingo would laugh at that, and I laugh at it kind of too, but our big plans are a hot tub, because I'm Dutch and I love hot tubs. So getting a hot tub, and my husband needs a car, so we plan on getting him a used car, which he has agreed to, and the rest goes into savings for our children. We have 4 children. So.
That's great. That's great. That's awesome. That's good to hear.
So the rest will go into the bank for us to
watch.
Take care of our family.
That's good.
To take care of our family.
Yeah.
Which
nothing wrong with that.
We're very lucky to be able to do right now.
That's great. That's great. And what was his initial reaction?
And his initial reaction was he didn't know that I went on the site and played. And he knows I love bingo.
Right.
And I go to bingo in my hometown. I said, well, I said, I know I've been going on the site and I've been playing, and I play a little bit here and there and I have fun, but I said, are you ready for this? And he's like, what? He's thinking I'm going to give him the worst news in the world. I said, just calm down. I said, because we're married, I said,
sure.
We just won $135,626.12. And of course, he used the F word, you're kidding, and I'm like, no. And he's like, is this legitimate? And I said, yes.
That's great. That good news to share.
Yeah. It's been 2 weeks, and I've been pretty much smiling nonstop for 2 weeks. So,
that's great. That's good to hear.
I have a feeling I'll be smiling for a lot longer. So.
Well, yeah. I'm very happy to be a part of that.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Here we are with the check. I'm presenting DCAT 30 with a check for $135,626.12. It is the largest ever jackpot that we've given away at Bingomania.com. It's bringing home the bacon, and I can safely say that the bacon has been brought home. Here you are. Congratulations.
Thank you so very much.
You're very welcome.